All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Boxing Rush Hour Show, fights ATW.com. I'm here with the guy that sometimes he's known for Swift, sometimes he's known as Danny Montana, but everybody knows him as Danny Garcia. Danny,
Right.
what's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's funny you say that because at one time people was calling me Danny Montana. They weren't even calling me Danny Garcia no more.
No
It's funny.
doubt. Hey, listen, so you got a big event coming up, and I wanted to just get right into it. After the Lara fight last year, which was almost a year ago
Yeah.
to the date, it sounded like you were moving on. When the idea when did the idea of this fight coming up uh, kind of pop up in your head? And was there a conversation with maybe Al Haymon, who you've been doing business with for so long, about this final event?
Yeah. So for me, going into that Lara fight, I was out the ring for 28 months. And then I went up to middleweight trying to try to get the middleweight title. But I think for me, um, the reason why I got those results is just because I was out the ring so long. I just couldn't get my mind back into that championship level in that short period of time of training. So as I sat around, I know who I am. I know who Danny Garcia is. That's not Danny Garcia. So if I'm gonna do one more fight, it's gonna be I'm gonna, the real Danny Garcia, the Danny Garcia who gives his fans a great show and it'll die in the ring. So that's what I'm bringing October 18th, and hopefully end this off with a knockout win.
Now I was going to tell you on the second part of that. Did you have a conversation with Al Haymon about you having this fight, and was there any chance that he was going to have like like be involved in some type of way?
Yeah, so this was always a dream of mine to promote my own fight. I'm the promoter. The fight's gonna be streamed on millions.co. So yeah, I asked for his blessing. I said, Al, can I do my own show? And he said, yeah, just make sure you use certain people to protect you. And I did that, and here it is. So he's always gonna lead me in the right way, that's for sure.
That's what's up. All right,
Yeah.
now the promotion is billed Farewell to Brooklyn. But I saw on the All the Smoke podcast, you kind of left the door open a little bit. For clarity purposes, is this your last fight?
It can be, yes. It can be.
You
There's
left the
a
door open a little bit.
there's an 85% chance.
Yeah, okay.
But there's always a 15% chance because I'm a fighter. But uh yeah, so I feel like I accomplished a lot in boxing. And
Yeah.
like I told people before, I'm doing this for the love of my fans. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for belts. I'm doing this October 18th just for the love of my fans, just to give them this win for all the people who have ridden me since the very beginning of me being a champion in 2012.
All right. And now, speaking of that, you won your first title at Barclays in March of 2012 against Eric Morales. I guess I'm assuming that that's the reason why you want to end it that way.
Yeah, definitely. And it's crazy. That was October, I think that was October 12th. And this fight's on October 18th. So it was almost around the same time. That was 13 years ago. But I had some classic battles at the Barclays, and that's my home away from home. So
Yeah,
it was only right that if I'm going to finish it off, it's going to be in New York where
no,
the fans love me.
no doubt. And you're fighting Daniel Gonzalez, 22-4-1, 7 KOs, who's been consistently fighting in New York under Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing. Why was he the right opponent for this event?
He's a local guy, and he's a guy that's been putting in work for a long time. And I feel like, if I'm going to give somebody the opportunity, it's going to be somebody who's been in the game for a long time. I feel like everybody deserves the opportunity to shine, at the big stage. But at the same time, my job is to show him why some fighters never make it to that level.
Okay, yeah, no doubt. Um, is there anything special that the fans should expect on fight night? Any performances, anything that you might have during fight week? Is there something special that you have in store for the fans that they should anticipate?
Well, I'm working on it. I'm always going to bring something special to the table. Hopefully, a good walkout, some antics here and there. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. So, about 5 weeks to the fight, and I'm about to start turning this up. So start turning the promo up. So just stay tuned. It's gonna be a classic Danny Garcia performance.
All right. And then when you decide to ride on off to the sunset, how do you want to be remembered as a fighter?
I just want to remember a fighter who overcame anything. You know, I'm the prime example of when somebody tells you you can't do something, you can do it. So, I've been the underdog my whole career for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, look at me. I'm still here. I'm still here and promote my own show and just to show that people that anything's possible, no matter where you come from and what you've been through. So that's when I want to be remembered as an inspiration to people around the world who have dreams.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And uh no matter how old we get, and this is more on the personal side, sometimes speaking to our fathers can be intimidating, regardless of how old
Yeah.
we are. Is there anything you want to tell your dad now that maybe you haven't told him up front, like in his
I
face?
No, I tell him how I feel all the time. I
Yeah,
appreciate everything he's done for me. I always tell him that if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here. So, just thank you.
that's
That's the
what's
best
up.
thing you could tell somebody. Just thank you.
That's what's up. And what does 2026 look like for Swift Promotions?
Yeah, definitely. So, this one right here, I already promoted a couple shows, small shows in Philly, like 4 or 5 small shows. So I learned the ropes a little bit, and that's what led me to do my own show. But yeah, we're gonna keep doing shows, small shows, and hopefully do a couple more big shows, and just keep building it up to a promotion where it's gonna compete with other promotions, and hopefully sign a couple big name fighters. That's what I want to do in 2026.
Okay, that's what's up. And lastly, redoing Scarface. Is
I
Danny
know,
Garcia
man.
going to be in
Come
the
on,
new
man.
Scarface?
Come on, man. Come on, man. They know. Listen, listen. I don't know who that dude is, but it was a perfect guy as me. A Philly Rican who got the. He's really from the streets. He's been through that life. He's seen that stuff in real deal. He saw that. He saw all that stuff in real time. Call my phone, man. You know where to find me.
All right. Hey, listen, Danny, I appreciate your time. I wish you the best of luck
I
in your
appreciate it.
event and everything that you do moving forward.
All right, thank you, bro.
All
Appreciate it.
right. Thank you.